Hello viewers, this is Matab. How are you guys doing? I want to give you guys a very important technique that you can use to read for your JAMB examination. It's going to help you. Very important method, tactics that you can use. Now, when you're reading for your JAMB examination, you know the JAMB syllabus is very wide, and you want to cover at least 85% of it, even if not 100%. Okay, you want to cover 85% of it. Now, for you to be able to do that, you need to break the syllabus into different sections. Okay, break it down into different sections. So I'm going to be using physics, for example. Now, you all know physics starts with units and measurements. Okay, that's the first part. Physics also has motion. Okay, mechanics. That's heat. That's the electricity part, and different aspects like that. So you want to break it down like that. Now, start like this. The first thing you want to take note of is that whenever you read a particular chapter, you must do something after you finish reading that chapter. When you read a chapter, take for example, you're reading pressure. As you're reading pressure, you need to take note of the fact that when you read something, don't just assume that you know it. Don't assume that you've known that topic. The best way for you to confirm if you actually know a topic that you just finished reading is to take a test on that topic. If you cannot take a test, or if you have not taken a test after you finish reading a topic, you just assume that everything you've read is in your head, then you are wrong. You might get to a situation, a point, something might happen that you see a question on that particular topic and you just fumble. So you must always take tests whenever you finish reading a particular topic. So go to your JAMB Remix or go to your CBT app and take questions, answer questions on pressure. Answer questions on pressure and make sure you complete it. Make sure you answer all the questions that comes out under pressure, 100%. Don't skip any question. Okay, don't skip any question. If you skip a question, you might find it might be so sad that that question might come out in the exam. Then you pick the next topic. The next topic might be density, for example. Once you pick density, you finish reading the topic, go to the past question, pick out all the questions on density and answer all of them, 100%. That way, you're actually testing your brain. You're telling your brain that, yes, you can actually answer questions on this topic and you'll be able to remember this question whenever you encounter them in your exam. And when you are solving your pack or when you are solving the questions, make sure you attempt them squarely. Okay, these definitions, attempt them squarely. Any question you don't understand, tick it, go to the solution and see why the solution is like that. Don't just cram the answers. Take note of the answers, note them, because JAMB normally they repeat questions. Let me not lie to you. JAMB normally repeat questions. There's nothing hard in JAMB. They repeat questions a lot. JAMB do repeat questions a lot. So since they repeat questions a lot, that means they have something like a question bank where they just go there and they just select questions from there and they just drop it out like that as the real exam. And you'll be surprised to note that this JAMB exam is a very simple exam. Try to cover each topic. As you cover the topic, go to your pack, pick questions on that topic, then like that until you finish that particular as in syllabus. If it's physics, break it down to different sections. Biology, take it like that. If it's biology, take cell, for example. Pick cell. Once you finish reading cell, go to the pack. If you're using JAMB Remix, which is very good, JAMB Remix book, the biology, go there, go to cell section, answer all the questions on cell. When you get there, you see like almost 80 questions on cell. Answer everything and note the answers. Then go to your part, tick it, cell. You are done with cell. Pick the next one. Maybe it's transport system in organisms or in man. Once you finish transport system, go to the JAMB Remix, answer all the questions there. There are about 90 questions like that. Go there, answer all those 90 questions, note the answers. Go to your pad, tick it. Yes, you are through with transport system. That's how you take it until you get to the end of the syllabus. Okay, And the best technique that you can actually use to read in this your JAMB is a technique that is called active recall. It's very, very important. It's a very important technique, active recall. When you read something, don't just lie down and put the book in your face and be reading. No, no, no. You're not engaging your brain like that. Your brain is engaged when you are in a relaxed condition. That's one. And when you are actively involved in that particular thing. So for you to use active recall, you first of all get a pad, you get a book, a small pad, you get a pen, then you open that particular textbook you want to read, the chapter. Go to the chapter first. Once you have seen the chapter, don't start reading the chapter immediately. Take for example, you are reading genetics, for example. You want to read genetics. Don't just start reading the genetics from that chapter. Go to the end of the book. Just skim through that chapter. Okay, you see some diagrams, you see chromosomes, you see as talking about the scientists that made the first move, talking about genetics, okay, hereditary and other things like that, mutation and stuff. Don't just skim through it, check the diagrams and all that. Then go to the end of the book. You see questions there. It's those questions that you're going to take note of. Let your eyes or your focus be on those questions. Don't just answer the questions, so skim through it. So once you have seen those questions, your brain will now your brain will now take note of those particular parts. Then go through the book, then you now start reading. Just like you're answering a comprehension passage, they give you a comprehension passage now. Now, the best way to extract comprehension passage, just a normal something. Comprehension passage. The best way is to go and look at the questions. So you have a comprehension passage. So go and look at the questions first. So once you look at the questions, then you're not going to read the passage. The first question might be, who is Kemi's father? Or who is Tayo's father? Once you have seen that question, go to the passage, then be reading it. In that way, you are activating your brain, a part of your brain which is called reticular activating system, RAS. Your brain will now start looking for who is Kemi's father in the passage. Now, see if you just start reading the passage from the beginning, it might be confusing because you don't actually know what you are looking for. Your brain does not know what you are looking for. So, but once you activate your RAS by looking at the question first, then going back to the passage to search for that particular stuff you've searched for, you see the answer faster because your brain already has what it's targeting. It's just like you are walking, for example, and you tell your brain, start noticing all the red cars. Your brain will start picking up the red cars. But before you made that statement, about 30 red cars might have passed beside you. But because your brain was not activated, your RAS was dormant at that point, you won't notice those red cars. Once you tell your brain that start noticing these red cars, then your brain will not start picking the red cars. You will not start seeing the red cars because your mind is already there. It's the same thing you're going to do here when you are doing your comprehension passage. It's the same thing you do when you do active recall. You check the questions there first under genetics or that particular topic. Once you have seen those questions, then you now start reading that chapter. So you read the chapter, the first thing, what is genetics? You break it down. 2, the father of genetics, you continue like that. Chromosomes, definitions, every other thing about genetics. Once you get to the end of the topic or the end of that chapter, go to that questions now. You see that you're able to answer all the questions because your RAS was already activated and you'll be seeing the answers to those questions in the contents of that particular chapter or that topic. So it will be very, very easy for you. Now, once you've done that, then you your pen, go back to your pen and try to see if you can write all these definitions from your head. What is genetics? Can I write the definition of genetics from my memory? Can I write it from my memory? Can I write it can I hold the pen and write it from my brain without looking at the textbook? If you cannot do that, that means you have not learned anything because there's a difference between studying. There's a difference between studying and learning. Most students just study, they don't learn. They study, but they don't learn. When you learn, it means what are you gaining from your studying? Your studying is just the activities, the physical things you do, okay, to show that you are studying. That is what you study. The physical things you do. What are the physical things that you do? You carry your pen, you jot, you take notes, you jot, you use mnemonics, use short form method. You lie down, you use ChatGPT. That's all studying. But to confirm if you are learning, what have you gained? That's what you ask yourself. The learning aspect is about what have you gained from your 3 hours, of study. What have you gained? If you cannot recite or say something that you gained from memory, then that means your reading session was not actually fruitful. For it to be fruitful, you must have gained something from your period or the time that you used to study. So take note of that. So always ask yourself, what have you gained? Now, for active recall to be very, very effective for you, try to see if you can remember what you have read. Write it from memory. Engage yourself. Tax your brain. Your brain is powerful. It's like a muscle. You have to exercise it. It's just like if you're carrying a weight, a box, you're carrying a box every day, you're gymming your hand, gymming your muscles. Before you know, your hand will look very big because you're actually exercising it. The same way with your brain. Your brain is a muscle. It's a muscle, so you have to train it. By the time you keep training it, you see that your brain will be more engaged. If your brain is actually good in terms of academics, you're taxing your brain. Anything academics, your brain is there. And your brain will be sharp when it comes to academics. If it's dancing, you are focusing your brain on how to dance, TikTok and stuff like that, then your brain will be good for dancing. It's not as if your brain is witch hunting you. It's just where it is focused on. That's what it will be good for. So if they ask you if your brain is focused on dancing 100%, and academics is now 50% or 20%, if they ask you questions on academics, you might not do very well or you might not answer very well. But if they ask you something based on dancing, you will reply very fast because you're actually good in that particular dancing. Your brain is focused on the dancing aspect. That's how you train your brain. That's how your brain works. It's a muscle. So you need to exercise it very well. So if you're successful in this JAMB exam, exercise your brain and task it and use active recall. Once you read a particular topic, answer questions on that topic. First thing, answer the questions, take all the text there. Once you are done, see if you can remember these things. Maybe a day later, can I still remember this topic that I read? Maybe you read homeostasis in biology. Can I still remember it? If you cannot remember it, then you have to go back to the textbook again and try. Okay, try to see if you can get it from it. That's how you learn. Don't just read it in your head and assume. Don't ever assume. In education, don't assume. Don't assume, I know it. It's a lie. You don't know it. Don't assume. Try it. Test it. Test yourself. Carry a pen. Do I know this thing? Go to the past question. Go to the CBT pack. Try it. Attempt the questions. Go to year 2000. Solve it. Go to 2001. Solve it. 2002. Like that. Solve it until you get to 2024. And you see if you not improve. You can improve. So see if you not improve. You definitely improve because you have been trying it. So there will be an improvement in your studies. So I hope that you are getting what I'm trying to say. And I hope that you're going to employ this method because it's going to help you really, really well in your studies. So active recall and use what is called the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique. Take regular breaks. When you read 45 minutes straight up reading, you take certain breaks, like 10 minutes break or 5 minutes breaks. So you take breaks. Now, these breaks are very important for your brain to relax. Then you resume another 45 minutes again, like that. And as you're resuming, use active recall. It's one of the best ways or best method to read. Active recall. Always use it. See if you can remember what you have read. So you know that you have gained something from your studying. Okay? Then the next thing you want to do, for those students that are writing JAMB mathematics students, this one is for you, mathematics students. For a math student in JAMB, you have to master fast calculation. Fast. Lightning speed. No thinking too much. Fast calculation is very, very important. The first thing, master your times table of times. Table of times. Master it. Your times table. Don't think it's something easy. It's not primary one work. Master it. 7 times 5, 35. 9 times 6, 54. 8 times 7, you understand, 56. 10 times 5, 50. Master all these things. The square of 13. 13 squared, 169. 17 squared, 289. Master it very well. Because you've seen these things in Pythagoras theorem in your JAMB mathematics. Master fast calculation in your times table. Then also master fractions. How to add fractions. If you're adding fractions, master it very well. Master it well. Adding fractions. There's some fast method you can use for fractions. Fast methods that you can use. Okay, something like this, for example, you want to add something like this in your fraction. You have 1 over, maybe, let me say you have 2 over 5 plus you have 3 over, maybe 3 over 7, something like this. You want to add it. You can use butterfly method, just times like this. So 7 times 2, that's 14, plus 3 times 5, that's 15. That's 15, right? 15. And you just divide it by 5 times 7, that's 35. So at the end of the day, you're going to get 29 over 35. This is just a fast, short method. And if you're adding fractions, they have the same base. The bottom is the same, as in the same numerator. You have 2 over 7 and you add into 1 over 7. You can see that the down is the same. Don't go and be doing SCM in exam. Don't go and be doing 7 year 1. It will take your time. Just check the bottom part is the same. Just add the up. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 over, take 1 from here. 3 over 7, that's the answer. You understand? Fast method. And also memorize your signs. Sin 30, sin 60, sin 70, your logarithms. Sorry, your trig. Memorize them. Sine, cos, and tan of the special angles. Master it very well. Now the special angles are 60, 30, 45, and so on like that. So for the special angles, you have 60. You have 45. You have to know their signs. Sine 60, for example, now is 3 over 2. Why sine 45? It's just 1 over 2. Memorize it because JAMB will not give you an exam. JAMB will not give it to you. You have to memorize it. And if you memorize very well, you will not be making use of the calculator all the time. Especially when you master your table of times. They cannot be asking you 9 times 15. You will not be using calculator for that. No, you don't need calculator. You can do it from your brain. The same thing with fractions. The JAMB calculator does not even have square roots. So you have to master square roots. It does not have square roots. Square root of 625, for example, now. You're not using the calculator for that because it does not have square roots. You have to just find a way to know that it's 25. So take note of these very important things. Then another thing you need to know that will help you in this forthcoming JAMB examination is something very, very important so that students might take for granted, which is your belief. Your belief. Please believe in yourself. Don't think you're not dull. You are not dull. No, you should know. I believe nobody is dull. You are not dull. But if you believe you are dull, then you're going to be dull. But I know that you are not dull. As you are hearing my voice, I know you're not a dull person. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. What is JAMB? You can pass JAMB. If people have written it and they failed, it's a lie. Does not mean that you're going to fail. You will pass. You understand? So believe that you can pass. That's the first thing. In anything you do, you have to believe that you can actually achieve it. If you don't believe that you can achieve something, it's going to affect the way you think. Even your brain will tell you, man, this exam, I'm scared. I don't think I can achieve this exam. But if you believe that you can pass that exam, you see that things will just be happening around you that will make you believe, that will be giving you confidence that this exam, I'm going to pass it. You'll be seeing the signs. It's not matter maybe you're a Christian or a Muslim or spiritual. It's just normal stuff. You'll be seeing this that I believe I can pass this exam. And confidence. And with prayer and everything, God will not support you again. So, but believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, there's no way you can do well. So, fear should not even come to your mind. Don't remove fear. Just believe I can do it and believe that you have passed already. Just believe. Okay? And I know that you're going to win in this exam. I know that you're going to be successful. Okay? That's why EduMath Hub, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm supporting you guys daily because I believe that you guys will excel in this JAMB 2025. So this is very, very important, your belief. The next thing you want to do is be careful of random friends. Don't just be talking to people anyhow. Don't get engaged under peer pressure. Don't feel that because your friend is in school that you have not gained admission yet. No, don't feel that. Peer pressure can also affect you. Don't forget about peer pressure. Everybody has his time. Everybody has intestine. Everybody's running a different race. Okay, don't let peer pressure affect you. Keep on pushing, and keep on covering the syllabus. Be reading every day. Be engaging your brain every day. Study every day. Every day you must be reading. Ask yourself, what have I learned today? What have I learned today? I woke up 8 a.m. It is already 11:30 p.m. What have I gained? Minimize and distract yourself. You can distract your brain and force your brain to leave some irrelevant, stupid things like distractions from social media. All these relevant things are not important. The other people are actually engaging in. Even your mates are actually engaging in. And you can distract your brain to focus on something else. Yes, you can do that. You are the one controlling your brain. Your brain is not controlling you. You can control your brain. So the more you control things like this, you see that the more improvements you will see in your studies. Okay, so I thank you for staying with me, and I hope you have learned something that will help you very well in your academics. I'm not leaving you guys, I'm still with you guys. So I just want you to remain confident, believe in yourself, stay positive on this exam, and I can assure you that you're going to excel. So thank you for supporting EduMath. I'm very grateful to my viewers. I love you guys. I love you all. So without you guys, man, there's no me at all. There's no me. Without you guys are really helping this channel, and I know that you guys will be successful. So thank you for supporting EduMath. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remain blessed. Peace.